Hello, gorgeous. Welcome to the weekly palette. I was looking back at old weekly palettes and noticed that they were weekly palette and chit chat. Last week, I didn't do any chit chat at all, so I'm going to try to include chit chat this week. Anyway, I've done everything except for, oops, my eyebrows and the actual eyes. So this week, we're trying out the brand new Natasha Denona Retro Palette. And if you used to watch my channel back in the day, you know that these are my colors right here. This could probably be my one and only palette. I'd be happy for the rest of my life. Once again today I'm using some glitzy fritzy brushes. And I'm also going to use this one to do my eyebrows, since we just observed that I forgot them. Okay. One thing I'm going to explain, I'm in my first, okay, I hate to say this, I'm going to have to turn on the ring light because I can't see what I'm doing. I'll turn it back off later when we look at this, but I can't see what I'm doing, sorry. Okay, now I can see what I'm doing. A little bit of runny eyes today. Anyway, back in my first video, back from my lengthy absence, I mentioned, that Richard has been ill, and the difficulty is he's on this walker, and to get out of our house, you have to go out the back door and you step down onto a deck. And unfortunately, it's just that one step is a little bit too tall for him to be able to get out very well. He and the physical therapist worked on it, but he's just not quite there yet. So we don't really go anywhere together. I mean, I go out and run errands and stuff, but Richard is here. And we do have, a wheelchair and a wheelchair ramp. It's just that he can't get out to use that. So, oh my goodness, it's just really hot. Okay, I'm going to turn on the fan so this doesn't melt while I'm doing it. Okay, that worked very well, and is a very pretty color for my eyebrows. Fan, come on, little fan. So we read a lot of books and watch a lot of movies, and we're fine. I mean, he even, Walgreens pharmacist came and gave him his COVID shot. I was impressed. Okay, that looks really nice. That really nice. Okay. So I want to tell you about what I read recently and what we've been watching. Okay, I did put on eyeshadow. In lieu of primer, I just put a coat of this. One of these just beige colors. Okay. I learned my lesson last week to kind of go with a darker color for the crease. I don't want to use that really dark one I use for my eyebrows. I'm going to go the next one, lighter, which is called, I can't read it. I would swear it says Cindy, but it's Andy. Okay. Okay, so what I did was I read a biography of Gloria Swanson, and then immediately followed that up with a book. Okay, this might be perfect. Okay, on the making of Sunset Boulevard. And I apologize to my friend Ginger, who sent me a book that I promised her I'd read after the Gloria Swanson book, but this was kind of like a continuation of. And I'm almost finished with the making of the Sunset Boulevard book. So then I'll be reading your book, Ginger, that you sent. So anyway, it was great. She's a really interesting person. She's 5 feet tall. A very unsentimental person. Serious working girl. When her Hollywood career kind of dried up, which was mainly because Paramount just kind of didn't know what to do with her. She went to New York and she did plays and stuff, and she started a company to get patents for Europeans coming from Europe during World War II, and in fact helping some of them get out of Europe. Really remarkable person. Okay, I'm going to do kind of its rosy color for this right here. And then she got very into health foods. It was sort of almost, I would say, specifically a macrobiotic diet with some variations. So anyway, a really interesting lady. The book about the making of Sunset Boulevard is by a gentleman named Sam Staggs, and he's done several of these books. He did one about all about Eve and so on. Anyway, it gives you more information about some of the other cast members and, you know, the actual making of the movie, and it's really fascinating too. So in lieu of all this, and Richard is right now reading the Gloria Swanson biography, in lieu of all this, we watched Sunset Boulevard. We had Tom over for that. And since then, we've watched a couple of her silent movies, one called Male and Female, which is, it turns out, based on one of my favorite plays by James M. Barrie, called The Admirable Crichton. And then we watched one called The Affairs of Anatol. And then finally we watched a patched together version of Queen Kelly, which was a movie that was unfinished and is mostly lost. And these were all just wonderful. Okay, this has this deep, deep maroon that I love so much. You know me and my red eyeshadow. I'm going to use this to line my under eye. So all these have been really great. Also, over the time of COVID, I mean, Richard has always been a fan of sumo, and I'm kind of a Japanophile and was a casual watcher, but I have subsequently become a big fan. And yesterday's bout was something else. The guy in the lead lost his match. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so the sumo lasts 2 weeks, and it's every 2 months. So basically you have 2 weeks on, 6 weeks off. And it's been really fabulous. So that's a thing that we really both like a lot. And have been enjoying. Today I am going to go get my hair cut. I cut it myself right after the week after Still Magnolia closed, which would be March 2020. And one of our cast members, she played True the hairdresser, is a hairdresser, and I'm going to her. And I'm just basically getting a trim and getting things evened out. I'm going to let it keep growing because I'm really liking it long again. Okay. There's a kind of a white one called Maud. I'm going to put that up right under the brow. If I can find a clean brush. I've got brushes everywhere. So anyway, that's pretty much what's been going on. Oh, we watched another one. Oh my gosh. I can't remember the name. I'll have to post the name. But it was great. It had Natalie Portman, and she plays a girl whose boyfriend dumps her at a Walmart in Oklahoma, and she's expecting. And it's about her, you know, coming to live in this place, and just like the other day, I'm going to have to darken the crease even more. It's just too light. I'm sorry. That's my alarm. That was a reminder. I haven't forgotten. Okay. Anyway, it's about her, you know, making her way in this place. And she makes a good friend when she's in the hospital having her baby, which is Ashley Judd. And she's taken in by a kind local woman who is one of my favorite actresses whose name I'm not remembering. Don't you hate that? I'll post that too. I knew it earlier when I thought about that I was going to talk about this. Okay, this is kind of a purplish, but that's working better. That just is working better. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I'm going to put a little sparkle on the inner corner. Stockard Channing. That's it. The kindly woman who takes her in. Okay, this is a sparkly pink. It's called Psychedelic. I'll put it right here in the corner. Anyway, and she meets a guy and falls in love and blah, blah, blah. And I don't want to tell you the whole thing, but I will post the name of this, and I think you'd like it a lot. If you like, it's based on a novel by somebody named Billy Letts, who I've heard of, but I've never read any of their books. This was not great art. It was great entertainment. Okay. So I put that right there, and I'm going to put just a little pop of a darker color in the middle of that lower lid. And this one is called Rebellion. This is like deep, deep, deep purpley maroon kind of. Y'all, this is really pretty. I'm serious. If it weren't for the fact that it doesn't have baby doo-doo yellow in here, this would be my, like, all I'd ever need. It's just sublime. I'm going to show it to you again. I will list below how much it costs and where you can get it. I'm going to come in close with this thing off so you can see it. There. I really like this. Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope you liked it better with a little chit chat instead of fast forwarding through everything. And I don't know, if you prefer being done in 5 minutes, just let me know. Love y'all. Bye.